My name is Kehinde Adegoke, otherwise known as Ken Crown. I'm a writer, host, speaker, liberation, and intentional lifestyle coach. And you are welcome to Monday Motivation. On this platform, we motivate, inspire you, liberating you from just living into intentional living. And if this is your first time being on this platform, please do not hesitate to go back and feed on all our other videos, because we know that there is a message for you in all of them. So do not hesitate to like, share, subscribe, and follow us. So what are we talking about today? So today we're talking about break the barrier. Break the barrier. The truth is, every one of us has a barrier in our lives. We have something that is placing a limitation to our journey, or something that we've just resolved to as I can't be bothered, or I can stress about it, or it's happened multiple times. I just don't know what to do. So now I'm just going to give up on it because I just can't stress over it anymore. Yes. What is a barrier? Barrier is like a fence or anything that poses itself as a threat to your movement, to your elevation, to your place of fulfillment. That is barrier. So to you, anything could be a barrier for you. To some people, it could be people. People could be your barrier, telling you that you cannot be this, or you cannot be that, or it is not for you. There are people who has done it more than you can. So what can you possibly do? What change can you possibly bring? Or some people could even tell you, oh, you're not good at this, you're not good at that, you better don't even try it. They try to talk you down about it, and you're thinking, yeah, these people know me better. Maybe just maybe what they're saying could be true. Yeah, they are your barriers. You need to break those barriers. Sometimes when people tell you you cannot do something, before you accept it and claim that over your life, you want to sit down and start thinking about that particular thing they've told you that you cannot do, and begin to see for yourself, or see it through the lens of God. Can I actually do this? God, what are you saying regarding this? Should I go ahead? Should I do it? Will I overtake? Will I break the barrier? Is this what you have called me to do? I don't want you to waste your time over doing something that you're not called to do just because you want to prove a point. That is a time waster. Remember, it is all about intentionality. You need to ask yourself, will that thing be a stepping stone to my greatness, or is it part of my purpose? Is it part of my calling? You don't want to do it because you want to prove yourself to someone or to some people. So in that case, you need to break that barrier by being intentional about every word that is being spoken to you. So breaking that barrier of what people have told you or what people said about you will be you going back to your secret place. Is this what I'm meant to do? If this is what I'm meant to do, God, is this the right time for me to go or to step into it? And if you get a yes from that, then sit down, self-evaluate yourself. What are those things that could place a restriction to me? Or what are those things that could be part of me? Or what are those things that is in me that will not allow me achieve that? Or what are those things that people can see that I cannot see that could prevent me from getting to that place? Those are the things that you want to sit down and do. And that is self-evaluation, and it is also self-care, because by the time you're able to identify those weaknesses, you'll start working on them, and then you can possibly turn them into your strength, or you trash them into the bin. The next one is, sometimes it could be you. Self-sabotage. You're just thinking about it. Will I be able to do this? People are telling you you're better at this. You can do this. Yes, we know you. We've seen your capacity. We've seen what you've done in the past. And you're in your room, you're thinking, no, I think they're trying to fool me. I think they're trying to make a mockery of me. And you're thinking, no, I'll just stay behind here. Have you ever been in that place whereby they're telling you to move forward? And you're in the church, or you're attending a seminar, a master class, and they're telling you, you can actually move forward, and you go, no, I'm okay. I'm just okay at the back. And you're just there. They're speaking about something, they're asking questions. You know those answers, but you're looking at everyone in the room. Oh my God, there are loads of people here. How can I possibly stand up and speak in this place? Trust me, speaking in such gathering could be an opening for you. It could be that moment someone will be able to connect with you. Someone will be able to identify with you, and doors could be open to you. So sometimes you could be self-sabotaging yourself from fulfilling. You could be your own barrier. So you want to start sitting down and start thinking about it. What are those things that could place a barrier to me? And you want to start breaking them. And the third one is environment. Sometimes the environment you find yourself dictates how you will live your life or what you're supposed to do at a particular time. Maybe in that environment, that space has always been for the male individual, and you are a female, they're coming in, they're telling you in this domain, it doesn't work that way. In this environment, it doesn't work that way. A woman does not step into these shoes. But if you know and you are sure that that is what you're called to do, break the barrier. Step into that shoes. Yes, at first you're going to get a lot of it, but make sure that you know how to exhale. Make sure that you have a support system that's going to keep resounding that into your ears. And if you don't have, make sure that you are so glued to the Holy Spirit, because the Holy Spirit will keep speaking to you. That is that comforter that you need, and that person that could speak the truth to you at a particular time, and that would elevate you. That's one of the work of the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit will remind you of what the Father said to you regarding that particular thing. Go, step into that shoes and break those barriers. You deserve it. And the next one could be financial stability. That could be a barrier when you're thinking, I can be able to do this. If only someone could sponsor me. If only someone could just give me this money. If only there can be a miracle from somewhere. The truth is, sometimes we have that idea in our head that until we have a certain amount of money before we can be able to achieve that particular thing. But there might be other options for us. But because that idea has covered our faces, we will not be able to open ourselves to another opportunity that could help us get to that particular point. Sometimes you don't need money. Sometimes you need somebody that knows somebody, and that door will be opened. So you want to start sitting back and start looking at your plan. Start looking at that dream of yours in a different perspective. If I don't have this, what else can I do to be able to break the barrier that is in front of me? You want to start looking at that. And the last one, I've just partially spoken about it, is your lens. To break a barrier, you might want to change your lens. Sometimes we're looking for a key to opening the door, but some barriers don't need a key. They need a hammer. They need a sledgehammer. Some need kicking down. Some need you to force your way in. And some of them need prayers. So you want to know the barrier in front of you. Study that barrier. And that is the key word there. Whatever barrier you have, whatever poses itself as a barrier to your advancement, to your greatness, you want to sit back and assess that barrier. You want to understand that barrier. And by the time you understand the barrier, you would know the right tool to knock that barrier down. You don't want to remain where you are. Where you are is for your yesterday. Your today is seeing clearly. Your today is going to break those barriers down with the help of God, and you will be able to move into your place of fulfillment, into your place of advancement. Remember, it only takes a step. What step are you taking right now? Are you going to take any of these steps I've highlighted? Or when I was speaking, another one jumped into your heart that could be a key to opening or to breaking those barriers down, I want you to start working on it. Do not see that barrier as a barrier anymore. See those barriers as a project. Start making your research about the barriers and start breaking. Knock them down and be the best that God has called you to be. So till I see you again next week, do not rest on your barrier. Do not let your barrier slip. It is time to break those barriers. It is time to walk into your place of fulfillment. It is time to be all that God has called you to be. It is no longer a dream. It is now time to start actualizing them. See you again next time. Bye now.